order. The clerk will open the roll for roll call. The clerk will close roll. We have six. We have a quorum. We have 6 present. Thank you. We have before us House Bill 5, Delegate Converse Fowler, and our staff will report the bill.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. The bill before the subcommittee requires all employees to be provided of 1 hour of paid sick leave for every 30 hours of work. This includes private employers, state and individual, state and local employers, including those paid on a fee-for-service basis. It allows healthcare employees working less than 30 hours a week or employed on an as-needed basis to waive the right to paid sick leave. It requires the Department of Labor and Industry to receive and enforce all complaints related to the policy. The current paid sick leave policy for the Commonwealth is limited to healthcare workers working at least 20 hours per month. The costs to the bill are to the Department of Labor and Industry, requiring 14 positions and $3.1 million in the first year of the biennium and $2.2 million in the second year of the biennium to enforce the bill. Additionally, there's increased costs to the Department of Medical Assistance Services for increased rates related to personal care attendants that would be included in the bill. These costs are $11 million from the general fund in the first year and $13 million in the second year. There's additional cost to the Department of Aging and Rehabilitative Services. That is the bill and the budgetary impacts.
Thank you very much. Do we have any questions from the committee? Any questions or comments? Do we have anybody in the room that would like to speak for or against? Come up. You have try to keep it to a minute each if you can. We're not going to time you, but.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Ramon Cepeda Ramos with the Virginia Interfaith Center for Public Policy. We urge you to please support this bill. This is going to affect 1.2 million workers in Virginia who currently have 0 paid sick days or paid time off. Please invest in Virginia working families so that they can afford to pay groceries, put a roof over their head. And yes, we believe that the fiscal impact statement maybe could be lower. We have learned that a lot of agencies that provide home care services already provide PTO that would qualify for the minimum, as many employers have policies that could qualify for this basic standard. So please support. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Chairman, members of the committee, my name is Meg Gruber. I am a retired teacher, and I'm here representing the Virginia Education Association. We wholeheartedly support this bill. I can't imagine what it must be like to have to lose salary because you're too sick to work or because you have a sick child. I just don't understand how employers can do that, but I guess since they do, we need to ask you to please pass this bill. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, members of the committee. Julia Newton with SEIU, and we strongly support this bill. Thank you.
Thank you, Julie.
Good afternoon, Ashley Kenneth with the Commonwealth Institute, and we support this bill. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashley. Anybody against? We have online, we have 3 people, I believe, that have signed up, and the clerk can correct me if any of them have dropped off. So we'll start with the 4s, and I have a Kenda Sutton L. Is she on? No. All right, and then we have against. We have Mr. Brian Fahey. Did I pronounce your name wrong? Okay, you're up. You've got a minute to testify against, please. Brian.
I'm sorry, Chairman. That's me. I'm up.
Yep.
Excellent. Thank you. I'll be brief. I just wanted to thank members of the committee for the opportunity to testify here this afternoon. My name is Brian Vahey, and I'm with the American Waterways Operators, the trade association for the tugboat industry. AWO opposes this bill in its current form because it is a poor fit for towing vessel operations. The American men and women who live and work aboard our vessels.
Brian, hold on a second.
Yes.
I can barely hear you. And can you talk a little louder or just turn your volume up, and maybe on our side, our IT can just turn you up just a bit. So I'm sorry to interrupt you. You could start at tugboat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're good. I'm just kidding
Hopefully-
around. Start at the beginning, Brian. That sounds good. We can hear you
Excellent.
well.
Hopefully- Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Chairman. My name is Brian Vahey, and I'm with the American Waterways Operators. We're the trade association for the tugboat industry. AWO opposes this bill in its current form because it's a poor fit for towing vessel operations. The American men and women who live and work aboard our vessels are the lifeblood of the industry and essential to the nation's supply chain. Mariners spend 2 weeks on the tug and then 2 weeks off, effectively giving them 6 months of leave per year in addition to good family wage and generous benefits. This bill would add an enormous administrative and logistical burden for operators who already provide our employees with enormous flexibility in their work schedules to manage their careers and to manage their lives. AWO therefore urges committee members to consider an amendment to the bill that would exempt the tugboat and barge industry. There's precedent for similar transportation industry exemptions in paid leave laws that have been passed in other states. So, for example, Illinois recently passed a paid sick leave law that exempted railroad workers from the requirements therein. We believe it would be appropriate to consider similar exemptions for towing vessel operators for much the same reason. Thank you very much. Opportunity to testify.
Great. Thank you, Mr. Vahey. We appreciate you. We have a third person is in no position, Mr. Chad Burchett, online. Is he online? Nope, he's dropped off. Okay, there we go. Do we have any other final questions or comments from the committee? If not, do we have a motion?
Move to report.
It's been moved to report and properly seconded. The clerk will open the roll. The clerk will close the roll. The bill reports 5-1. Thank you very much. We have bill number 20, House Bill 20. I see Delegate McClure is here, and I believe we have an amendment. Do you want to?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. So I have a line amendment that would delay the enactment of the
All right,
two.
let's move the line amendment.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Delegate McClure.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, I decided to bring this line amendment forward after speaking with a number of stakeholders to include the farmers and the administration. So this line amendment would delay the enactment of the two exemption removals in this bill from taking effect until January 1st, 2027 after the growing season. Mr. Chairman, members of the subcommittee, HB 20 itself removes the farm worker exemption and the temporary foreign worker exemption from the Virginia Minimum Wage Act. This bill has been discussed and debated at length for the past few years and passed the General Assembly in the last two sessions. This bill just addresses the outliers who could choose to pay their workers very low wages. Employers who pay inhumane wages get an unfair competitive advantage over farmers who are paying fair wages for this incredibly hard and valuable work. So, Mr. Chairman, the fiscal impact statement states that this bill may result in some additional workload for the Department of Labor and Industry, but the fiscal impact is currently indeterminate. Mr. Chairman, members of the subcommittee, it is my hope that it is the will of the subcommittee to report HB 20.
Thank you, Delegate. Do we have any questions or comments from the committee? Is there anybody in the audience that wishes to speak on behalf? Please.
Hi, just briefly, Mr. Chairman, members of the subcommittee, Jason Urash, Legal Aid Justice Center. I lead our workplace justice program. I work with farm workers across the state for the reasons stated by Delegate McClure, and thank you so much for bringing this over the years. We support this bill. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Ramon Cepeda Ramos with the Virginia Interfaith Center for Public Policy. We thank the patron for looking out for the people that feed us, and we support.
Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, Ashley Kenneth with the Commonwealth Institute. The exclusion of farm workers from the minimum wage requirements isn't some accident of history. It's a direct legacy of Jim Crow. Like the now removed exclusions for shoe shine workers and domestic workers, this exemption was wrong when it was created, and it was wrong today. And as has been stated, this is not about most farmers. The average farmer in Virginia was already paid $18.40 as of 2024. This is about addressing the bad actors who exploit workers with substandard wages, gaining an unfair advantage over farmers who do right by their workers. And so we encourage you to support this bill. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashley.
Good afternoon again, members of the committee, Julia Newton, SCIU, and we support this bill. Thank you.
Thank you, Julie.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, members of the subcommittee. Kirk Jones, representing the Central Virginia chapter of the A. Philip Randolph Institute. We support the bill, and we thank the patient for bringing it forth.
Thank you, Mr. Jones. Anybody wants to speak against?
Mr. Chairman, Committee, Rachel Henley with Virginia Farm Bureau. We really appreciate the patron for having conversations over the last few years and for the delayed enactment. Unfortunately, we are respectfully still opposed, but we do appreciate her work on this. Thank you.
Thank you, Rachel. Any questions? Final comments? Delegate, final word is yours.
Mr. Chairman, members of the subcommittee, I just hope you'll vote favorably for HB 20. So thank you.
Do we have a motion?
Move to report with amendments.
It's been moved and seconded. The clerk will open the roll. The clerk will close the roll. The bill reports as amended, 5-1. Thank you, Delegate.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, members of the subcommittee.
We have House Bill 49, Delegate Reed. Mr. Reynolds is going to report Delegate Reed's bill.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, thank you. House Bill 49 from Delegate Reed, there's a substitute.
Do we have a motion? It's been
move the
moved
substitute.
and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye. All right. David.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This bill adds both the Shenandoah County Fair Association and the Great Meadow Foundation to the list of entities receiving a portion of fees retained from historic horse racing pari-mutuel pools. Each entity would receive 0.0125% of gross collections each year. No budget amendment would be required, and each entity would receive a little bit over $800,000 each year as a result.
Thank you. Is there anybody, first, any questions from the committee? Any comments? Anybody in the audience wishes to speak for?
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, members of the subcommittee. Susan Gaston on behalf of the Great Meadow Foundation and the Shenandoah County Agricultural Foundation. Thank you so much for the opportunity to really support Virginia's continuing growth in the equine industry, particularly racing, steeplechasing at Great Meadow and harness racing at Shenandoah Downs. Thank you, and we look forward to seeing you at both venues soon. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Susan. Anybody want to speak against? I think we may have, and I have a feeling we don't, but no, I was right. So there's nobody online. Any final words? Let's we move by.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
Move to report the substitute.
It's been moved and to report the substitute. Do I have a second? Second. Okay, it's been properly seconded. The clerk will open the roll. Thank you. The clerk will close the roll. The bill reports with substitute 5-0. Now we have House Bill 54.
What's the matter?
I'm sorry, did I miss a vote? You didn't get a chance to do it? Having voted on the prevailing side, I move that we what's the word? Reconsider. Thank you. Reconsider the motion. Second. It's been moved and seconded. The clerk will open the roll. Or do we need, is that just a voice vote to reconsider? No? Okay.
It's on the board.
Yeah, voice vote, okay. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, opposed? Now we have a motion before us again to move the bill as adopted, right? Let's make the motion. It's been moved by Delegate Carr, seconded by Delegate Willett. All right, the clerk will open the roll. Was that too fast?
No, you're good.
You good? It was a button issue. There we go. There we go.
That's good.
All right, thank you. So the bill, it reports with substitute 6-0. And now we are on House Bill 54.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, there is an amendment.
We have a motion. It's been moved and properly seconded. Hello? Second?
Hey.
We got a second? All right, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. House Bill 54.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, House Bill 54 establishes a state internship coordinator position at the Department of Human Resource Management. Costs of this bill are $175,000 in each year of the biennium. There are existing resources in the budget to support statewide internships.
Do we have anybody in the audience who wants to speak for or against? Any comments from the committee? Questions? Do we have?
Chair,
yes, Delegate Willett.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chair. Just a quick comment that I'm sure all of us receive, if not daily, at least weekly, questions about internships. The state actually does offer quite a few, and I think one thing it's missing right now is exactly what this role would fill, and that's the coordination. There's a website that people can go to, but I think with a coordinator, more can be done to promote and work with the agencies to get more internships out there. And I know that's certainly a priority of the new administration to increase the number of internships. So I think this will be a great idea.
Thank you, Delegate Willett. Is there anybody in the audience who will speak for or against? What about online? We're going to try? No? Okay. Do we have a motion?
Move to report the amendment.
Okay, the bill's been moved to report as amended and seconded. The clerk will open the roll. The clerk will close the roll. The bill reports as amended 6-0. House Bill 324.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, House Bill 324 from Delegate Sullivan creates the Electric Vehicle Rural Infrastructure Fund for the purposes of offsetting 70% of the non-utility cost for installing EV charging stations near or at national parks or rural or unserved locations. Delegate Sullivan submitted a budget amendment request to capitalize this program with $5 million. Based on similar projects funded through the National Electric Infrastructure Program. The cost per project range between $900,000 to $1 million. $5 million would go to fund 5 projects.
Thank you. Do we have any questions or comments from the committee? Do we have anybody in the audience who wishes to speak for or against? And do we have anybody online? Okay. Do we have a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to continue this to 2027.
All right, it's been moved to continue this to 2027 and seconded. The clerk will open the roll.
Voice vote. It says
That's a voice vote. I'm sorry, it is a voice vote. Sorry, clerk. So all those in favor of continuing this to 2027, and this is really because it's expensive, and it's a lot. We're working on. There's some federal money out there. We might be able to do something in the budget this year too, and we don't know yet. So it's not that we don't like this, but we are the appropriators, and we look at the financial aspects of these things. All right, because I have an EV car, and I would love to be able to charge it at the but it is what it is. All right, so it's been moved and seconded, and the clerk will open the roll. I'm sorry. I'm doing it again, clerk. I'm just keeping you on your toes. I'm sorry. It's a voice vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. It passes. We'll continue to next year. And we have Delegate McAuliffe's House Bill 500. Who's going to report on that one?
He is.
Oh, here he is. Okay.
There's a substitute.
Okay, we have a substitute, Delegate?
We got a substitute as well.
Okay.
Which is just some line amendments from DGS.
Okay, so do we have a motion to accept the substitute?
So moved.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, we have your bill before us, Delegate McAuliffe. You got a great number there, House Bill 500.
House Bill 500.
House Bill 1000 went down earlier today. Let's see. Hope you can do better.
No pressure.
Well, let's hope it's a great number then. Mr. Chairman, members of the committee, pleased to be representing HB 500, which would forever preserve 1,200 acres of western Loudon farm and forest land, as well as Oak Hill, which is the home of former President James Monroe, for generations as a state park in the Virginia State Park system. The bill is quite personal for 2 reasons. One, because I'm actually only here today as a delegate from the 30th District because I moved back to Fauquier to preserve my family home a long, long time ago now. But also because my direct ancestor, Captain John Chilton, served and died while fighting along with Monroe in the Revolution in Virginia's 3rd Regiment for the history buffs. I'm not going to tell that whole exciting story. Some of you heard it already. But this opportunity is really exciting. And I'm going to go over a few changes in this new, what I'm calling the prepaid state park, that does more than just preserve land and history. It's also going to be an enormous economic and environmental win for our community up there, and not just Loudoun County. Most importantly, it does not cost a single dollar of general fund dollars. So we're going to go over the money. That's why you've got the packet, but it won't be anything from the general fund today. So the funding model, which is the last sheet in your packet, is going to go over each of where the $52 million that this is going to cost are coming from. First, Oak Hill was recently purchased by the Conservation Fund, which we appreciate, and funded with $22 million from Loudoun County, which we appreciate. The Virginia Land Conservation Foundation also committed $2 million, a federal grant, which is only accessible once the state owns the park. That's $6 million, is committed by the federal government, just needs to be freed up when the state adopts the park. Over $14 million and counting has been raised by private philanthropy. And we ask for the authorization now of $10 million, which is about 30% of the state parks acquisition fund. And this cannot be used for renovations or backlogs, just acquisitions in the final budget. There are no parks in line, to my knowledge, for acquisition ahead of Oak Hill for these funds. So that's why we call it the prepaid state park. I also want to talk about the why very briefly. Why are we doing this at all? In some ways, this has already actually been a public good. The previous owners, Gail and Tom DeLashmet, who we thank very much for this, have been opening the property to fourth graders for decades already, for architectural and tours of the grounds. So let me try to paint a picture of what it will look like if we can get this done this year. Besides the home itself being open for tours and events, there are 10 tenant homes on the property, which will become a mixture of rentable cabins as well as ranger homes. The property also has an 11-acre pond for small paddle boats and fishing, a pristine floatable river in the springtime, and miles of hiking and biking that connect not just Oak Hill, but also two nearby hiking and biking systems. All of this is within an hour of 30% of Virginia's population, not just Loudoun County, also some Marylanders. We don't count them in our totals, but they might visit as well. So look, with your blessing, would love to make this commitment together to conservation, to preservation, and to making memories for millions of Virginians to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate. Do we have any questions or comments from the committee? Do we have anybody in the audience who wants to speak for?
Mr. Chairman, members of the subcommittee, my name is Heather Richards. I'm with the Conservation Fund. I'm thrilled that Delegate McAuliffe has brought this bill to you again this year. We have been working very closely with the state, with Loudoun County, and with our philanthropic partners across the Commonwealth and the country to raise the funds to essentially gift the state an incredible state park, and I encourage you to support this bill.
Thank you, Heather.
Hello, Mr. Chair, members of the committee. My name is Connor Ransom with Environment Virginia, and we support this bill.
Thank you, Connor.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair, members of the subcommittee. Jonathan Freeman representing Loudoun County. We want to thank the delegate for bringing this bill forward. This has significant support in our community, hence the $22 million that Loudoun County appropriated to make sure that the acquisition was covered. And so we thank the delegate for bringing this forward.
Thank you, John.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman. Alexander McCauley for the Piedmont Environmental Council, American Battlefield Trust. We support the bill. Thank you.
Thank you, Alexander. Anybody wishes to speak against this incredibly great opportunity? All right. Do we have anybody online? Nope. Do we have any final questions, comments? Do you want to have the last word is yours.
I saw some buttons that say, I support Oak Hill State Park. I've never seen those until today. So depending on what you all decide today, we can probably get some of those buttons for everybody.
Don't try to bribe us.
No, not a bribe. Just
all
a button.
Right, thank you very
Just
much.
Just a button. Thank you all for your consideration.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes,
move
Delegate Carr.
to adopt the substitute.
It's been moved and properly seconded. You guys have got to get on the ball in a second.
We like the enthusiasm of the Madam Vice Chair.
That's true. She's drowning you out, perhaps. All right, it's been moved and seconded to we have a subcommittee. The bill has these amendments on it, too. So as amended, the clerk will open the roll, please. All right, the bill reports. Congratulations, Lucky 500. Bill reports 6-0. The clerk will close the roll.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Delegate Thornton's Bill 772.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. House Bill 772, there's a substitute.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Okay, House Bill 772.
Yes, the substitute before the subcommittee simply allows for a waiver process for local workforce investment boards to be exempt from the current requirement in the code that they spend 40% of their federal Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act funds on training services for their clients. It allows them to now apply for a waiver from this provision to the Director of Department of Workforce Development and Advancement. There's no direct budgetary impact to the bill.
Thank you very much. Do we have any comments or questions from the committee? Do we have anybody in the audience who wishes to speak for or against? Anybody? Oh, yes, please come up and identify yourself. Thank you.
Mr. Chair, members of the subcommittee, Kristen Dahman with Deputy Secretary of Commerce and Trade. I'm here to speak on behalf of the bill. We really support the concept of providing flexibility to our WIOA boards, but also keeping that funding for training. So we appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Secretary. All right, do we have anybody online? No. All right, do we have a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move we adopt the substituted bill.
It's been moved and seconded. The clerk will open the roll. All right, the clerk will close the roll. The bill reports with substitute 6-0. Final one, right? Is this the last one?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, House Bill 1340, Delegate Bulova.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. House Bill 1340 makes changes to the existing Virginia Electric Vehicle Grant Program that's intended to provide grants to offset the cost of replacing school buses and commercial vehicles. The changes to the fund would allow entities under contract with the school division to receive grants from the program to purchase electric school buses or commercial vehicles. It also removes language requiring federal or non-state funds to capitalize this program. Based on a fiscal review, it would take at least $5 million to fund 25 vehicles, assuming a cost of $400,000 per vehicle and a 50% match on that investment from the state. There is currently no match requirement in the bill as presented. This fund has never been capitalized by the Commonwealth.
All right, we have a number of people online. Before we go to the online, I'm just going to check and see if there's anybody in the room. Please come up.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair, members of the committee. I'm Fatima Kamara with Virginia Conservation Network. We support the bill. Thanks.
Thank you, Fatima. Okay, anybody against in the room? All right, we're going to go to the online witnesses, and I have a list here. And each of you, if you could just try to keep it under a minute. We'll start with Ms. Julie Kimmel. Julie Kimmel, do you, we can't hear you. No, can you guys hear me? Raise your hands if you can hear me. No?
She doesn't have a little thing on.
Yeah. All right, let's try, we'll try Claire Alford. Claire Alford, do you hear me? No, I don't see her. Let's try, let me see somebody I see.
Can you all unmute?
They're all muted.
I can't hear
here we go.
anything happening, but I've been asked to unmute. So I'm assuming I should give my remarks
Yes,
now?
please, if you can hear me. But I'll give you the high.
Yes, I can. Thank you. On behalf of Moms Clean Air Force's 55,000 members in Virginia, I support HB 1340 because every electric school bus on the road will help reduce air pollution linked to asthma, heart and lung diseases, cancer, and premature death, especially for our children who are our most vulnerable population. Thanks.
You guys kill it. Explain it a little bit more. Just say it. The fiscal is just.
Okay.
Okay, so now I think we've got the IT issues worked out. I'm going to go to Bobby Monticello. Is it Bobby? Okay, you're up. Can you unmute yourself if you can? No, you're trying? Okay, here you go. You're working.
I think I got it.
Okay, hi, thank you so much. I'm Bobby Monticello with Mothers Out Front, and we support this bill because the amendments to the code allow the Virginia Electric Vehicle Grant Fund to function. Electric school buses are so important for our children's health and also save school districts money, so we hope you'll support the bill. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's try Genevieve Fafoglia.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
Genevieve LaPlace Fafolia with Mothers Out Front. As a mom of a little one, we support this bill.
Thank you very much, Genevieve. All right, let's go to Bob Kitchen.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, thank you for this opportunity to speak in support of HB 1340. I'm Bob Kitchen, family practice physician and member of Virginia Coalition for Climate Action. Of particular concern is the health danger experienced by students riding diesel school buses. Studies have found that the air quality inside a diesel bus is 5 to 10 times worse than outside the bus. Prolonged exposure to this environment can lead to the development or worsening of asthma and bronchitis and subsequent missed school days and hospital admissions. Other health problems experienced by the students in diesel buses include headaches, decreased lung function, impaired cognitive development, and increased long-term cancer risk. So to protect the health of Virginia school children, I ask that HB 1340 be supported to facilitate the transition to healthier electric school buses. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kitchen. And Sky Golan.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair, members of the committee. My name is Sky Golan. I'm a policy manager at the Electrification Coalition. As other speakers have noted, the health benefits of electric school buses are very significant. I'll also highlight that this program will make it easier for school districts to take advantage of the fuel and maintenance savings that they can earn from switching to electric vehicles. So we urge you to support this bill. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Golan. And I see Matt Bell.
Good afternoon. My name is Matt Bell. Thank you, Chairman Krizak, for the time this afternoon and for your leadership. I speak today in support of Delegate Bulva's bill, HB 1340. I lead the American School Bus Industry Coalition, which includes manufacturers of 98% of all school buses operating in the United States. And I co-lead the Healthier Virginia School Buses Coalition. Our American school bus industry, Virginia parents, and energy advocates are very supportive of Delegate Bulva's HB 1340 bill, which has slightly amended language to the Virginia Electric Vehicle Grant Fund. Since enactment in 2021, this fund has not been funded. Lastly, and most importantly, I speak to you as a Virginia dad of 2 young children, a 2-year-old and a newborn baby, to express the importance of ensuring our Virginia kids grow up in a healthier school transportation environment than I did. As you know, diesel fumes, if kids are overly exposed, are very harmful to young children and development to their lungs. Replacing just 5 diesel school buses with electric school buses reduces the risk of pediatric asthma for an average of 1,500 students. I was thinking about this as my baby slept last night, and I know she will ride a diesel school bus in a few years in FCPS. But the time is now to start. If this body wants to ensure conversion to electric school bus fleets will happen in Virginia's local school districts over the next 20 years. Thank you for your time and the committee's consideration.
Thank you, Mr. Bell. All right, well, there was some very compelling testimony, great testimony from online. We do have, nobody else is online. Do we have any final comments or questions from the commission or committee? Anybody here?
Mr. Chairman.
Delegate Carr.
I agree with you that there's a very compelling testimony. This is a very important intent that this bill brings us in touch with. As you probably have heard, unfortunately, the needs of on our budget this year are infinite, and we just have a finite number of resources. So with that, I ask to gently continue this until 2027.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded that we lay this, or that we continue this, so that's a voice vote, correct? And I do want to say one other aspect of these buses that nobody mentions, but I think is very important to recognize, is that they all have seat belts as well. So those, I think that's another goal that we need to pursue. And so I will work with the advocates and the committee over the summer after session. We'll try to see what we can do for this for next year. That's my that's something I really feel strongly about. So we have it's been before us. So all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, and noes? Okay, the ayes have it. The bill's been done. All right, so we have a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All right, it's been moved and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, we're adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Just in time to get down on